Hi there. My name is Grayson. I'm 34 years old. I live in Madrid, Spain. I am an English teacher, and I teach kids of many different ages. In my free time, I love cooking, hiking, and reading. I hate ironing and cleaning my house. Oh, and by the way, I'm American. Why did I say that as the last thing? Well, for me, everything else is more important for my identity, and where I come from is not as important. Did you know, for example, that pop music superstar Shakira is from Colombia, and she is Colombian? But that's just one part of her identity. It's more important to know that she's a very famous and talented singer. Some of you football fans love this guy. Some of you don't like him so much. But did you know that Cristiano Ronaldo is from Portugal? So he is Portuguese. Although that is an important part of his identity, I think it's more important to know that he's a very famous football player and he has won lots of trophies. How about the pop music group BTS? You have probably heard some of their songs before. Did you know that they are South Korean because they are from South Korea? Again, it's something important to know about them, but I think it's more important to know that they are a famous music group who have sung very popular songs and they have won lots of awards for their music. Today, we're going to talk about a word called nationalities. It is part of someone's identity because it refers to the country where they come from. Be careful though, because nationality and country are not the same. For example, my country is the United States of America. Countries are nouns. However, my nationality is American. American is an adjective, and all nationalities are adjectives. When we say or write the nationality, most of the time we just have to add a suffix or some extra letters to the end of the country's original name. Let's look at the in suffix. In uses the letters I-A-N. In is one of the most popular suffixes for nationalities. One example is Brazil. The country is Brazil, and people who come from Brazil are Brazilian. The same thing happens with this country. The country is Egypt, and people who come from Egypt are Egyptian. Sometimes when we use the IAN ending, we have to change the country name a little bit. One good example is Italy. The country is Italy, and people who come from Italy are Italian. We have to erase the Y and then add IAN. In the case of this country, Colombia, for the people's nationality, Colombian, we actually only have to add the letter N because the letters I and A are already in the word. You might remember Colombia is the country where Shakira comes from. As she is from Colombia, her nationality is Colombian. The "an" suffix is also very common in nationalities. People who come from Germany are German. American. American is used to refer to people who come from the USA. It also appears in South African. This is the nationality for people from South Africa. Ease. It's not as common as some of the others, but it appears in the name of several different countries' nationalities. For example, people who come from China are Chinese. People who come from Portugal are Portuguese. You might remember that Cristiano Ronaldo is from Portugal, so he is Portuguese. Ish. For example, the people who come from Spain are Spanish. The people who come from Turkey are Turkish. E. Although it's a letter I, we pronounce it like a letter E. People from Bangladesh are Bangladeshi. People from Iraq are Iraqi. The next few nationalities are loners. They don't have many friends in their category. The "ian" ending appears in nationalities like the one used to describe people from South Korea. People from South Korea are South Korean. Is another one that is less common. The ending refers to people from New Zealand. People from New Zealand are New Zealanders. Finally, there are some irregular nationalities. They don't follow any of the other rules that I've described before. Argentina and France are good examples. People from Argentina are Argentine. People from France are French. People from the Philippines are Filipino. And people from Thailand are Thai. Now that you've studied the nationalities of several different countries, you're going to put your knowledge to the test. With a partner, you're going to ask each other about the nationalities of different countries. You have to point to a country on this map, and your partner has to say the nationality. This activity doesn't have to be stressful. There are a lot of different suffixes, but it's okay because you have the colors to help you remember which ones are which. Another good idea is to maybe ask each other some questions about countries that you already know the nationality of. Or perhaps you could ask about countries that you are studying now in social science or geography class. The most important thing is to have fun and enjoy speaking English. Good luck.